Hello, everybody. Happy Friday and welcome to Steak and Egg, episode 66. I'm Emmy. I'm with Asman. Tectone is gone, and we have Esfand here.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome back, Esfand. Esfand hasn't been here for a year and 3 months.
Something like
It's
that.
been a bit, yeah.
He was one of our first guests.
Yeah.
So
First
you
guest
moved,
ever.
you moved away. You moved to Los Santos for
did.
what are you based? I don't know, like 4 or 6 months, something like that, right?
Something like that.
No longer than that.
That was about 6. Yeah,
Yeah,
6
yeah.
months.
You went over there, and so you've been doing a lot of RP. What was it like streaming 15 fucking hours a day as
Dude.
Cornwood?
I mean, I'll be honest. When RP was good, I loved it.
Yeah,
Constant content. It was fun. I had people to talk to, interacting with people constantly, getting to play a character, and like you have a lot of freedom to like do things and like, okay, this will be entertaining. So
Right.
it's like it's all improv, right?
yeah,
So, you take that and you can mix, you can like plan some things out too, right? But there's like a lot of improv that's involved in it, and it makes it really, really fun. And you can build out a lot of storylines. Like obviously, you're not always in control of everything, which can be good and bad. Like it's 100% good in some ways, because if you know exactly what's going to happen all the time, then the story will get more stale.
yeah.
Is that why you stopped? Because it just like ran out of stuff to do and people weren't playing as much?
I slowed down for like a number of reasons. One, it had just been like too long, and there was too many other things I wanted to do. Another is there was like a lot of little things that added up over time.
Yeah.
That it was like, I kind of felt like I just kind of kept getting like cucked out of like, I wanted to do this, okay, can't do that. Want to do this, can't do that. Want to do this, can't do that. So it's like, it was like a checklist, and it was like I was going through like a flow chart, and then it just, whenever I got close to the end, I was kind of like, yeah, I'm just going to slow it down.
It's like, what am I doing? Streaming this shit every day.
Yeah,
not
it's like
doing
why am I
anything
here?
else.
Like, it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept saying like we didn't see you for like 6 months
well, like, I'd
living
be,
next door.
yeah, I mean, I'd be, I'd be doing my thing, and streams were killer. I mean,
You were popping off. You were in the top 10. You were like 9 or 8 or something like that on all streaming platforms for the beginning of the year.
that was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I never would have thought, like, top 10 on all platforms is wild.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I mean, it was a good time. It was super fun. A lot of people really loved it, but I think there was like a degree of like disappointment that kind of set in for a lot of people too, when it's like people look forward to like a certain story of like Cornwood opening the sheriff's office, Cornwood becoming the sheriff, and all this stuff, and then especially when I'd played everything out a certain way to where it like, okay, like this should be the next reasonable thing that happens. People invest into a show, and then like the season finale sucks.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh well, then kind of fall out of it for the next season. And that's kind of a little bit of how I felt. To be honest, right now, RP is actually really, really good and fun. But this is, I guess we're talking about almost like 2 months ago. I still like dip in every now and then to just like log in, like run around, like do stuff, mess with people and talk to people. But to kind of keep involved in the story in case I do want to go play again.
Right.
But I'll probably never, I wouldn't expect there to be another stint like there was until GTA 6.
Yeah.
Which is what, 2-3 years maybe?
It's
until
probably like
RP?
2 years away, something like that. I mean, I think that definitely has the chance. Like, because I feel like Twitch right now, I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but like Twitch, there's no big game.
Yeah.
Right? There's
no
nothing
big
like-
game,
Yeah, like meta
nothing's-
game,
Yeah.
Because like there was the games, like for example, like I mean a little bit there was Elden Ring, right? And especially the DLC, that was popping off. People love that. But then like Among Us, Fortnite, Warzone, right? These like big games that like, especially they give streamers the opportunity to like play with each other.
Those are the good metas. I was just about to talk about that. Yeah.
Well, those are the metas that grow the website because they grow new people that grow new audiences, right? And like now it's just the same played out bullshit over. I mean, am I wrong? I mean,
No,
shit, you were
you're not
playing
wrong.
League the other day. I mean,
With
there it is.
people, not by myself.
But I mean, how long is that big a league? Oh my God.
I've been playing a bunch of them games. Yeah,
We're WoW players. I mean,
WoW,
Yeah.
League. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it necessarily. I don't think it's ideal. I just don't, but I don't have like a particular problem with it because I think something can look. It's same old, sure. But if it's good, it's good. If it's not good, that's when it actually becomes a problem, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the current state of League is right now. Yeah, I think it's just kind of like there from what I've heard. 2XKO is coming out on Thursday, the alpha.
So, oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
wow, that's exciting.
So 2XKO alpha, so speaking of Riot, right? So for people who don't know, 2XKO is Riot's fighting game. It's a like 2v2 fighter that has a terrible name.
Awful name.
Yeah, 2 times knockout, I guess. 2XKO is what they call it.
It's
why not
because
just
there's
call,
2
like-
players.
Yeah, but like, why not 2KO if they wanted to do that?
KO.
2KO sounds so much better.
Because then it'll be like 2K.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
true.
I do think they should change the name.
Yeah.
I don't know what they should change it to. Actually,
Literally anything. Like Valorant has nothing to do with like the kind of game it is.
well, so okay, let's talk about this. If like all the Riot games, Legends of Runeterra, League of Legends, Valorant, they're all very like regal, kind of like
Team Fight Tactics just sounds like a fucking mobile game.
oh true, Teamfight Tactics
Yeah.
is a
It
good
is.
example. Well, I mean, I said it.
What's it called? Well, like the Asian name is like Quest for the Golden Spatula or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Was it
some-
Golden Pig or something? Yeah, I don't remember.
No, it's Golden Spatula, but I don't remember what the first
it
part
really?
is. Yeah.
That's funny. So, but I mean, what I was gonna say is like some kind of like more like regal sounding name like
Yeah.
that. I think is fine. But I don't know. Some people were like, oh, they should call it Lethal Tempo. And I'm like,
Right.
well, Lethal Tempo is kind of cool.
Oh, Lethal Tempo would be good.
I think Lethal Tempo would be good, but
Yeah.
it's funny, they just got rid of Lethal Tempo in League, didn't they? Right? That's what I heard. I think they got rid of it in
maybe.
Precision. I don't know. Hard to balance.
I thought one was missing. Yeah.
But,
yeah, they got Press the Attack, Fleet Footwork, Conqueror.
Well, they have it too.
Yeah.
It's 2XKO because there's 2 players. I actually think this is going to do a whole lot. I forgot who said this, but I actually really believe it, is that I think that 2XKO has the potential to grow fighting games in a way that we've never seen before.
Oh, I said this.
About people that suck?
No. Oh, about what you just said.
Oh, well, I think it has the potential to grow fighting games the way that the reason why is because here's why fighting games and RTS games don't grow, I think, is because the main meta is 1v1. That's
Yeah.
a huge problem because you can't blame somebody else for being garbage.
Exactly.
Right? And so with 2XKO, you
Exactly.
can say, bro, like I would have won, but the other guy sucks. Let's be honest, guys. Guy was trash. And that's all you need to do. So yeah, I actually think that because of that, because you can displace accountability and people can blame something other than themselves for why they're losing, I think this game has untapped esports potential.
Yeah, I think that fighting games, FGC in general, best esport, in my opinion.
They have the best community for sure.
Best community. Also, it's the barrier of entry to as a spectator. By far the easiest.
He punched that dude in the head.
His health bar goes down. All right, great. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And that's good. Like you can watch that and it's fun, right? You have other stuff like RTS or FPS games. Like there's just so much on the screen. A lot's going on. And it's a lot harder to break it down for somebody who's like completely inept. Whereas fighting games, I think, are pretty. I think it's pretty easy to, you might not know the nuance. It has that complexity.
Yeah.
And like when you're talking about frame data, the startup frames, active frames, like all this different stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It has that if you want it, but if you just want to watch, then you don't have to know all that. And I think
most
that's
people
really good.
don't care to learn those things, and they don't really have to.
Right, they don't have to.
Yeah.
Which is great.
And there's also only one player, right? So like it's easy for somebody to be a professional player, right? Because if you win a tournament and it's like League of Legends, where it's like 5 fucking people, right?
Yep.
But like if it's a fighting game, it's one dude that's winning the tournament, or even with 2XKO, it's 2 guys, right?
Yeah.
It's way, way less.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Hey everybody, my name's Emeru, a battle-hardened veteran with over 150 confirmed kills in-game. Here to tell you about our sponsor, War Thunder. War Thunder is the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made. Available for free on PC and consoles right now. Oh, it's just a prop, it's not even loaded. He'll be fine. Take command of over 2,500 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships from 10 major nations. Combat is immersive and intense, featuring realistic graphics and sound design. That means that vehicles aren't just simple hitboxes with HP, They each are intricately modeled down to their individual components. You can target engines, fuel tanks, weapon systems, and crew. And on top of that, War Thunder features super deep customization. You can soup up your ride with tons of camouflages, historical markings, and decorations, including those created by the community of over 70 million players. Download War Thunder on PC, Xbox, or PlayStation for free, and sign up using our link in the description or the pinned comment below. There's a massive bonus pack for new and returning players who haven't played for 6 months. It includes all sorts of in-game goods like premium vehicles, the Eagle of Valor decorator, 100,000 silver lions, and 7 days of premium account for a limited time only. Now back to the podcast.
Well, so here's the
Huge
thing with
difference.
2XKO that I think is going to be really interesting is, first off, it's Riot, which is, I mean, a huge audience in general is going to get exposed to fighting games that maybe hasn't been particularly interested in them before. But on top of that, the format of what 2XKO is versus like a Street Fighter 6 or a Tekken or a lot of these other fighting games that you said are 1v1, now that something is 2v2, well, now I enter the bracket with a partner, with a duo.
Right.
So now you have 2v2 brackets. So these teammates now, these duos, go up through the bracket together, and who knows? You know, maybe they split up for the next year's Evo, the next tournament or whatever. I think that is storylines. Like storylines are what drives interest in anything. Sports,
Yeah,
esports.
it humanizes the players.
Yes.
It's like people keep up with the players, not the sport itself, right? I think that a really good example of that is MMA,
Yeah.
right? Like, I mean, everybody knows like the characters that just say and do stupid shit.
Yeah.
And like, that's
Yeah.
what keeps it
I've always
relevant.
felt like that's one of the reasons that esports died so hard is like, remember like when LCS
You've gotta
and
be
Pro
a bitch
CSGO
now.
started?
Yeah.
Yeah, like there were like so many well-known CSGO pros and League pros, and
Yeah.
like I think there were like Dota maybe had a few, but like those people had like storylines and they were like
Yes.
characters and like they had their team dynamics, and now there's like I don't even know if I can name like 10 current esports players.
Right. And a lot of it comes down to,
Well, the brands don't want to be associated with things that are toxic. So like back in the old days with like StarCraft 2, there were like these notable people, like Hydra was a big one. This guy, they had him go on stage, like he would rage quit games on stage, call people garbage. It's like shake the
double
hand
lift.
after you win. He walks off, won't shake his hand. Like that's the kind of stuff that's entertaining. And
Yes.
it's like the thing is, as a brand, you're not really going to want that because it might make your game look bad or it's for tryhards. But the truth is that that's what people. Like, who the fuck do you think's
Well,
watching
that's
this stuff?
fun.
Yeah,
like
it's fun.
Yeah, who the
TSM
fuck do you think's
versus
watching it?
CLG
Yeah.
back in the day.
yeah, like it's exactly like it's all that kind of stuff. I'll talk about you again.
Hungry box,
Yeah, throwing a chair.
throwing a crab.
That's right. Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
who threw a chair?
Hungry Box threw a chair recently and he threw a crab before.
I know someone threw a crab at him.
And he threw it back, right?
Probably.
Wait, when was this? That's
It was
funny.
like maybe 3 or 4
you
years
don't know
ago.
about Hungry Box and the crab?
No.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Wait, Jay, can you pull up the Hungry Box crab video? Someone in the audience threw a dead crab at him.
No shot.
Yep.
Oh, that pissed
He
me
was
the
like,
hell off.
who threw this?
Yeah.
I can't believe you haven't seen
See,
that.
but that's like a sick moment. I had no idea that even happened.
We're talking about it right now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like
Yeah.
there you go. And so like
It's a great video. He's on stage. I think he just won a match and someone
Yeah.
throws a crab at him. He's like, who threw this?
That's wild.
Oh yeah, watch this, watch this.
Pound 2019. Look at that.
He's playing the puff.
Did they see who threw it?
I don't think they ever found out. I don't know. Just wait. There.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Who threw it?
Oh, look at him. He's like, I'm gonna beat that
Well,
ass.
he's mad.
Yeah.
And
That's
like this is
wild.
the kind of stuff that people like watching.
Yeah. I
Right?
mean,
And-
it's like pro wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's funny. It's like, you know, low tier God.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what people want to watch. And
Yeah.
it's like if you don't let people have personalities and be interesting, there's just really no reason. Like watching a video game like that is so fucking boring if there's no grit to it.
You gotta
It's,
add
it's
some
just
juice.
look at it. It like
True.
it pans down and it shows it's literally a dead fucking crab.
That's wild.
Ugh.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, that's why esports used to be fun, is because like you'd see one team playing against another team and like they lose a team fight, you'd be like, oh god, so and so's gonna be pissed after this.
Yeah.
But now
somebody's
it's
gonna
like,
rage
it's
out,
like
someone's gonna tilt.
Yeah, you like wait till Twitter, right?
yeah. But
And
now
just,
it's
like, people
like
talking
nothing.
shit.
I just remembered, I think this was like 20, it was early, I say earlier Twitch
Yeah.
Rivals. It might have been 2020, 2019. And it was Tyler One was doing something with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
I think it was a bunch of League pros, and he won. And he literally added everybody who was in Twitch Rivals, and he was just like, he shit talked every single one of them on Twitter. It was
Yep.
so funny. But it was like, it just, I mean, just like gloating, right? But
Yeah.
the thing is, like you said, it's funny. That gives it character. It gives it some personality. There's storylines, like you were saying, Emmy.
Yeah.
I think one of the big things is when you take that away, then you're taking away viewers. And when you take
So
away viewers, then what's the
basically,
point
it's
of
the
the brand?
sponsor's fault.
It is. Well, it's the brand's.
Well, I think some brands are getting better,
It's
though,
the
to be fair.
brand's
Yeah.
fault. It's the game publisher's fault, and like the developer's fault for thinking that people actually care about the game.
Yeah, well, there's
Nobody
something,
really cares
there's
about the
something
game.
in League where Bjergsen wanted to play in like some kind of show match, like a Mr. Beast thing, and they blocked him from it. Like LCS was
Ooh.
like, you can't do that.
What? Why? They don't want him to get hurt. It was an injury thing.
Uh-huh.
Injury
Yeah,
concern.
probably.
But they'll never mind.
there's a-
Sports World Cup, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
that's wild. Like it's almost like what's the word I'm thinking of? It's almost
What?
like an exclusive rights deal or something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
weird.
Oh,
and
maybe,
that's
yeah.
the problem,
But I
right?
think that's weird. Like you should want your guy to go do other tournaments, and then oh yeah, this guy's an LCS player. Oh shit, what's LCS?
Yeah. Well, they just don't think about it like that. The brands think about they think about all esports for the tournaments and all that stuff. All of that is a vehicle to advertise the game. That's really all it is to them. They don't care about the players. They don't care
Yeah,
about the
esports
sport.
don't have fun. Like the last fun
Yeah.
esports collab I remember was like Faker and Tyler One. Oh, fun collab today, Aiden Ross and Donald Trump.
Ooh, yep. So neither of y'all got a chance to see it, right?
I only saw like maybe 5 minutes of it.
I only got to see a few minutes. I was gonna watch it later.
So
I saw
this
some
is what
clips.
happened. The stream is the starting soon screen, and like you have to keep in mind that Aiden Ross said he was going to have Kim Jong-un, who's the prime dictator of North Korea.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
going to have Kim Jong-un
It's
on, but it was an
some- yeah.
impersonator,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's
So,
exactly what I thought.
Right,
I saw,
yeah.
oh, Aiden has Trump on stream. I was like, bro,
yeah,
the
good
impersonator
one.
shit's so cringe.
But, like,
then later I saw, I think I opened your stream and I saw
Yeah.
that. I was like, wait, that's actually him.
That's the real one.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
That's right.
funny.
So the starting soon screen happens. It goes live. Aiden's sitting there. He's at Mar-a-Lago. He plays Many Men from 50 Cent, which is about like 50 Cent's song about people coming to shoot him and him not being dead. Trump walks in to Many Men from 50 Cent. And he's got an audience of people. And he starts asking, like, Aiden, I'm going to be honest. I think he did a great job. I really
Really?
did. I was so impressed with him. Because like I was expecting it. Listen, I like Aiden, but let's be honest. If you watch this, man, you know this is true. You're a fuck up, man. Like you are. You fuck up a lot. And so like I was expecting you to fuck this up. And you didn't. This is one of those things. It was like, Doctor Strange in like Infinity War. There's like 15 million universes where we lose, but one where we win.
Yeah.
This was this was that situation. Where like it could have gone so bad in so many different ways, but it didn't. And so
I'm sure it was very structured and planned though. Or like,
It
I wonder
was.
how long this was like in the works or if it like happened pretty quickly.
probably a couple weeks, maybe. That's what I probably bet. Well, maybe a month ago. I would say
maybe.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
And so he's asking Trump all these questions, and like Trump is just like absolutely shit talking people. Like it's crazy. He's like, yeah.
Dude.
Oh, Joe. I mean, we all know how stupid Joe
Dude,
is.
I was watching it, yeah.
And then he looks back at the crowd. He's like, don't we? Tell me, folks. And they're like, yeah.
Dude,
And he's like,
God.
here's the worst thing. Kamala, she's even dumber than that.
Yeah,
And he's just
dude.
going on and on about it. And he's just going down to different people. And it was just nuts how bad it was. And then, and it was funny too. Like that's the thing is like Trump's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Because it's like
He's
if you
entertaining.
were to create the most entertaining person possible, you would make Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You know,
as a presidential candidate, yeah.
50 years of being a reality TV show. And like, he's famous for being an asshole, basically, right? Being a rich asshole. And now he's been on television for 50 years. You got to remember, after he got shot, you know what he did? He fixed his hair. He fixed his fucking hair. So this
finds the cameras, boom, boom, boom. Okay, this is the right angle.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we got it, boys. And that's it, right? And so this dude is a fucking professional. And now he's on he's 78 fucking years old. He's doing this shit. He's still doing it. So Aiden Ross gifts Donald Trump a Rolex, right? Okay. Gives him a Rolex, of course. Donald Trump is Aiden Ross at the end of the stream, right? They're talking, they're going through everything. Aiden Ross, he's like, all right, we gotta walk out there. We got one more present for you. Oh. They're walking out there. Guess who is there too? XQC is there. XQC is wearing pajamas and a big white t-shirt with Donald Trump's face on it, with Donald Trump with a fucking grill. And Donald Trump looks at it and smiles and shakes his fucking hand. He says, damn, all right. They walk out, the three of them together. They look at the fucking Cybertruck that Aiden Ross got for Donald Trump. Donald Trump, by the way, can't drive it. He can't drive it. A former or a current president cannot drive. It's complicated, but like that basically,
crazy.
Yeah, they're not allowed to drive.
So he
can never. I didn't know that either.
That's crazy.
Wait, why?
For liability reasons. It's the same reason why like very rich people also don't drive. And that's one reason. There's like 2 or 3 others as well. And so anyway, so that happens, and so it's wrapped with like Trump with like his fist up, right? And it says on the hood, "Make America Great Again." And then Aiden Ross is like, "You want to get in the car?" And Trump's like, "Yeah, sure." They get in the car. They start listening to music. And he puts on some fucking like California song. And he says, yeah, this is the good thing that's going to happen to California after Gavin, instead of Newsom, he calls him Newscum, gets fucking removed. And then Aiden Ross is like, all right, let's get outside in front of the car and start dancing to end the stream. They put on YMCA from the Village People.
Yeah.
Trump and Aiden Ross dancing in front of the fucking rap Cybertruck, "Make America Great Again." Then the stream ends.
That's so freaking funny.
Fucking cinema.
That's
absolutely
so freaking
amazing.
Funny.
It's like if this would have been like a schizo rant from like 2 or 3 years ago on like a Reddit forum or even on 4chan. And today it's real life. Yeah.
Dude,
fucking insane.
I mean, it's like the movie Idiocracy. It's like so much of that over the last few years. Like it actually feels like it's
I think we might as well it's just elect Terry Crews next time.
Dude.
Right? Yeah, we'll just
great.
Yeah, let's cut to the chase.
This is just politics now, I guess.
I mean, is it good or bad? I don't know.
It's bad. But it's definitely bad. Well, here's the thing, right? Is like, I think this happened, it started happening in like 2008. And like, I think that also like politicians marketing towards personability rather than positions.
Yeah.
I think this has been going on. You could look at a turning point with like the Nixon-Kennedy debate, right? From like way back in the 60s. Which, like, you know, just for some context.
Yeah, so, go ahead, sorry.
Do you actually know anything about this?
A little bit.
What do you know?
So I looked into the Kennedy assassination.
Yeah. Fake.
Well, here's what happened.
Here's what really happened.
After the Trump shooting.
Yeah.
I started going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So I just started watching.
So is the Earth flat yet or not yet?
Oh, it's been.
Yeah, it's been flat. Okay.
No, I started just like reading a whole bunch of different stuff. And like, I remember that was one of the big things was whenever Kennedy became president.
Yeah.
He was the first president that was like, he was seen as like a celebrity almost.
Yeah,
right?
he was.
And it was because he's handsome, he's personable, like he was like the all-American, like he was like Clark Kent, he was Superman,
right,
as president. And that was like, so it's interesting because I just kind of like started learning about all this stuff, but it's interesting that you mentioned it. But
so
continue.
There was a debate that he had with Richard Nixon where the television version of the debate, everybody agreed that Kennedy won, and the radio version, everybody agreed that Nixon won. And so that's, I think, the turning point where it's like, obviously personability, demeanor, the way you look, because Richard Nixon looked like a fucking, like a boiled pig.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's just the way it is. I mean, hey, that's just how it is. And so I think ever since then, personability has played more and more and more, right? Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, right? Absolutely. And so then you had Obama, and then that was like the second shift of it, where like now you've got a lot of the people farming, like just like low personability, no issues. It's like, for example, why is inflation as high as it is? That's crazy, right? Because who the fuck knows? But here's the thing. Like, where is Ukraine? Nobody knows where Ukraine is. Where's Israel? Nobody knows where Israel is.
Not America.
But it's not in fucking America. But you know what is in America? Girls playing against transgender girls. And everybody can have a fucking opinion about that. And so what you do is you lower the barrier to entry of politics as much as possible. And big surprise, that's where you hit the widest. That's where you cast the widest net.
Yeah.
And so I think that's the reason why you don't really have like as much statesmanship and you have more showmanship with like Donald Trump, for example. So that's why I think it's happened. That's my opinion, at least.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna
it's going
lie.
to keep getting worse, by the way.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I love watching it. I grab me a bucket of popcorn and
as soon as you disassociate from the consequences of it,
that's
then at that point you can finally be happy.
Yeah, like I just like watching the show.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's I mean it's entertaining, but I mean
They say the craziest things.
yeah.
They really do.
Dude, I know this isn't even the first time he said it, when Trump's like, I've done more for the black community than any president since Abraham Lincoln. I'm like,
Dude,
Yeah.
he has such good one-liners. Like, it's just like, what the fuck you say?
He's like, Mount Rushmore, it's got a great 4 presidents. And, there are some people out there that say I should be on Mount Rushmore too. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that there's some people that say
I'm
that.
saying,
Yeah.
I hear that all the time.
Yeah, I hear that. There's a lot of people, if you really look at it, I am the best president.
Dude,
I am of all time. And I know, there's other good ones, but really, whenever you look at the facts, it in fact me.
yeah, completely absurd.
I know, he's great. And I think he's so entertaining. And I think he's going to win. I do. I think that regardless of whether, there's a lot of people I know that don't want Trump to win, right? And it's I don't want this to make it to be like an opinion thing, but I think he will win. I do really think so. And
I'm not saying he'll win, but I know a lot of people that say he's going to win.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing, is you look at all the betting websites, people are betting on Trump. They're betting on Trump. And so if we get Trump presidency for 4 more years, I'm not going to have to do anything because all I need to do is just watch him. I can just react to Trump.
There you go. Hey, endless content.
Exactly.
Yeah, you'll be set.
Yeah, it's it. It's just a literal free farm. It'll be 7 in the morning. He'll be going ape shit. 3 in the morning. He'll be going ape shit.
He's just so memeable.
Yeah,
it's great. Actual politics aside and straight entertainment. It's just
he is the most entertaining president we've had so far.
Yeah, during our lifetime for sure.
Yeah,
actually, probably ever. I mean, realistically.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, Andrew Jackson apparently did some crazy shit.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
Wait, what did he do? That was so crazy.
They used to basically when he won, they had a party that was so bad. They've had huge vats of alcohol outside the White House, and his inauguration party was so bad and so rowdy that he had to secretly escape.
That's funny.
Why? They're just too drunk?
Yeah, it got too crazy.
That's funny.
So yeah, I mean, really, there's a lot of things. That's the guy in a $20 bill, and so there's tons of shit like that that's happened in the past. But I mean, recently, definitely has been Trump, 100%. A lot of people say it's too entertaining. That's why they didn't no, please stop, please stop being so entertaining. We can't handle any more jokes. Oh no.
What jokes?
Yeah.
What's the jokes?
Yeah, you thought I was joking, huh? Oh, right. Yeah, there we go. And I think I think it's going to keep getting worse. For example, I think that we'll have a YouTuber president. There's the new drama with Mr. Beast and everything.
Oh yeah, before we were saying well, what's going on with him? Because I know there's the thing with his friend.
Yeah.
But weren't people also shitting on him now?
Oh yeah. Did you watch the 1 hour video?
No.
Big mistake. You should have watched it. Oh yeah. So basically, a former employee made a video. It was like actually 40 minutes. It was only 40-minute video talking about like all the bad things Mr. Beast had done. And this is part 1, by the way. And so it's like running illegal lotteries, trying to get kids into gambling, stuff like that, right? So basically just your average Twitch stream. But yeah, anyway, so this happens. And, you know, obviously, like everybody hates Mr. Beast right now. So Mr. Beast makes a video. He puts out a new video. And it's like, people, have you seen this? A new video? Did you see any of the stuff? No?
With all the dislikes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mr. Beast is claiming that the dislikes are all fake. He's saying they're fake. They're not even real. So like the video originally had like 3 million likes and 1.2 or 1.3 million, I think, dislikes, right? Because there's an extension. YouTube tracks dislikes, but it doesn't show the tracking. So you have an extension that is effectively an extrapolation tool that tells you about how many dislikes a video has.
So do we know for sure how that works? Because I remember hearing that how that worked is it takes the dislikes from everybody who has the extension and it like aggregates it through that. But like if you're looking at, it's almost like you look at Yelp reviews and it's like you're going to see a bad review more likely than.
This is probably what it does, is that it takes the amount of people that have watched the video with the extension, and then it takes the amount of people that have disliked, and then it runs that against an algorithm that compares the total amount of views to the total amount of likes, and then it fits that in statistically. That's probably, like if I was going to write it, that's what I would do.
That'd be one way to do it. I mean, but it's still like, if you know how YouTube works, it's unlikely that it would be like very accurate.
Well, here's the question, right? Is that how inaccurate is it? Because Mr. Beast said that it's 99% inaccurate. Which there's no way. Because I checked
what do you mean by inaccurate too?
So
because if it's like if you're saying accurate and inaccurate is a binary thing. So
the video was the amount of dislikes that was shown by the extension or the add-on was like 1.3 or 1.8 million. I mean
if it is inaccurate,
no, it was 1.8. I know it was 1.8.
You can see your dislikes in your personal dashboard.
And he showed the picture.
Oh.
And his picture showed 39,000 dislikes, not 1.8 million. So that would mean that there is a discrepancy and a margin of error, do the math, of over 99%. So then I tested it with my videos, which unfortunately, obviously, Mr. Beast is much more popular than I am. And so, yeah, it's the way it is. And so I don't have as large of a sample size. And I assume that in any sort of extrapolation, the farther that you get away from, the larger the numbers are, the more inaccurate they usually tend to become, right?
You would think so.
Well, it's like you think about it, right? If you are charting a course across the different continents, if you are 1 degree off, if you're going, you know, like 2 miles, right? It's like, but if you're on the other side of the fucking, like you're going from America to Europe,
like 1 degree to the left, you know, distance.
Like you're a couple degrees off, but like on the other side of the world, now you're in a completely different country, right? So that could happen. But anyway, so I tested it against all of my videos, and the videos that I had an error margin of about 25 to 45%, right? So even
45 is pretty big.
That's very big.
Yeah.
But you know it's a lot bigger than that? 99%.
But dude,
99. There's no way. 39,000. I think what happened, I don't think Mr. Beast, I'm usually, like, I usually don't expect people to be reckless. So I kind of have a blind spot for this, but I could be wrong. But I don't think that Mr. Beast lied. I think that YouTube just simply did not update it yet. Right?
To be fair, YouTube takes a while to update numbers like that.
And that's probably, and Mr. Beast probably posted that.
Well, I thought that your personal analytics were more accurate than what's reflected on the site.
But it takes time for those personal analytics to fully be calculated, especially in large number circumstances. Do you remember back on YouTube when you would watch a video and it would be stuck at 301 views?
Yeah.
There it is. So I could
trying to
easily
make sure your views weren't botted and all that.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably some sort of like check tool,
right?
And to make sure that like larger creators aren't being mass downvoted.
Right.
But even
so that means that the downvotes might have been bots that weren't like.
I don't think that's what happened.
Counted.
I think that there's a chance that, because like, and I don't necessarily think that's true, because there's a lot of other channels that have been mass downvoted as well. And so, and before the downvotes were removed, that user behavior was the same.
I will say this. The type of person to download an extension that shows you dislikes is somebody who cares to dislike things.
Well,
Yeah, they're probably disliking the videos.
Yeah, so that dislike number will always be higher on that let's say it works exactly like how you said. It uses, there's some kind of formula in there that scales the amount of dislikes and all that. Well, you're going to have a proportionally higher amount of dislikes per view.
99% higher.
I mean, the number of positive to negative feedback, usually statistically, it's referred to as about a 1-to-9 ratio. That per experience, you're 9 times more likely to receive negative feedback than positive feedback.
Yeah,
that's at least that's what people in marketing believe.
Yeah, it's like just the baseline.
And so that's a general idea, and I think that's probably
kind of what videos were before.
Yeah,
like a lot of videos were like if you had like 90+%, those
and that's what I thought, right? And so. But like the error delta for what at least I've seen, and I looked at like 7 or 8 different videos, was 25 to 45% both ways. So like it was wrong in like it's saying there's too many, and it was also wrong in saying there's too less.
That's interesting.
So I think that it's just wrong, right?
Yeah.
But like when I've had videos that have had almost 39,000 dislikes, then like what are the odds that Mr. Beast isn't going to have that, right? So I actually think that Mr. Beast is, it's basically like a version of like malicious compliance where it's like, I'm telling you the truth, but I know the truth is a lie. I'm giving you my version of the data, but I know the data is incomplete or inaccurate.
Maybe, yeah.
But like so he was deleting comments like fucking crazy on the video and everything.
It was probably his PR team.
I'd be doing the same fucking thing.
Right.
Yeah, people are just being annoying and toxic.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't follow along too much with that. I remember I watched a little bit of it on, actually, I was watching you react to it for a little bit, like 10 minutes or something.
Great idea.
Well, I'm sitting there watching it, and from the part that I saw, it was like 2 or 3 things that, man, I wish I could draw exactly what it was. But I did feel like there was a lot of like, hey, this is something that happened, and then he would frame it in a way that was like somebody could choose to believe the negative way of perceiving this.
Oh, the dog pack guy?
Whatever.
The video that was critical of Mr. Beast.
Was it the one where he was standing? The white on the white background?
I mean, it doesn't matter. I think that was actually another one. That was a guy, Cam. But yeah.
Yeah, it was the guy who used to work for him.
That was him. Yeah,
so the guy who used to work for him. And it was like 2 things, and I was like, yeah, but like, it just felt really selective. But then what happened was it was like over time, it was like, okay, like, I don't know about that. I mean, but couldn't you just be like, I mean, you could be turning this into something it's not. But then it was the one that I was like, oh, that's actually kind of bad.
No,
It was the signature thing. Because with the signatures, I was like, oh, that's kind of shitty. Now I understand a lot of people.
So dumb, dude.
Well, like a lot of people are paying for it.
Does that?
Well, they're trying to streamline it, right? So I understand trying to streamline things.
Fuck that,
but
man.
It's weird because somebody's paying for something that they think that you're signing.
Yes.
So you should not do that.
No, it's 100% a scam.
It's a scam. Yeah.
You're buying something. Is it the thing that you're getting? No. Okay, then you're scammed.
Yeah,
right.
100%.
So fucking simple.
Yeah.
It says that you don't need to. It's not some crazy thing or anything like that. Yeah.
I understand. I understand the concept of streamlining things. Absolutely. Yeah. But like you said, if somebody's like expecting
you're not signing somebody else's fucking name. That's so stupid. That's so weird, dumb. Man.
Streamline everything else.
That's so weird. Yes.
And then, hey, if you want to streamline it to the max, have somebody else do stuff, and you're just sitting there, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast. That's it.
Yeah.
But like that's like the one thing that they're actually paying for.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. And they're not getting it.
Yeah, no, so that was the one thing that was actually kind of like, ugh.
Do you guys think Mr. Beast can come back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he can.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like not even, dude, like there's like been like 10 people that were like pedophiles, and like a lot of them are just like gonna go back like nothing
mistakes
happened.
This is stupid freaking mistakes, dude.
Yeah, stupid fucking mistakes. There it is.
Because like for Mr. Beast, it's like some bad business practices. Some people around him are weird. Like.
Yeah.
As I said this last time, he's gotta come back. If he wants to win people back over, he's gotta kill people on the next video. That's what he's got. He's got to do it. I mean, hey, if he does that, who isn't gonna love him? I mean, everybody's gonna watch that video. Let's be honest. Like, if he needs any ideas, I'll come up with plenty of ideas for him.
Dude, yeah, I'm one of those
recreate the Mario levels but have it be actual lava and make people try to run through them.
Dude,
Why not?
fuck?
And now, a word from our sponsors.
What's up, Punchies, and welcome to Season 2, which is our biggest update yet. First up, Rumble Runs. Queue up for a Rumble Run and go on a run of multiple game modes and rounds against the same group of players in a Grand Prix style competition. After each round, the lowest scoring players get cut, narrowing down the match. For the final round, all scores are wiped, and it's a winner-take-all punch royale. Next is the highly requested tournaments. Bind to the tournament, queue up, and compete to place for big rewards. Playing in tournaments earns you progress on a brand new seasonal tournament track, which lets you win the exclusive Jester hat and Frosty, the baby ice dragon emote. Now, Season 2. We've got a brand new Rumble Pass with 3 times more cosmetics than Season 1, and an even better price for both Super and Super Plus. Grab the Super Plus Rumble Pass and get all these cosmetics, including Blazy. And that's it for Season 2. We've got a ton more stuff planned, so let us know in Discord or on social what you'd like to see next in Rumble Club. And we'll see you in the arena.
So what have you been doing this week, Emily?
What am I doing
Yeah.
this week? I'm still setting up my fucking house,
So
playing League
what's
with
it like
Soda
living
Bay.
there?
It's nice,
Yeah,
peaceful.
that's it.
Esfand's not next door anymore.
That's
Man.
bad.
Yeah. Are you thinking about moving too?
My house isn't done yet. Like,
That's crazy.
I mean, like,
What
it's
do
like,
you-
I have
Wait,
like,
what's not done?
like, I mean, I feel like my plan with this house was like 5 years.
Yeah.
So like, I was like, if we're in this house for 5 years, it's a overwhelming success.
Yeah.
It can be, that's boom, A+. So we're at year 3, but I mean, I still have things that like I kind of want to do in the house, and I want to set up in the house still. I mean, obviously, like my room and stuff is great, but like there's still, I don't know, like just stuff with like the console area and like being able to like have people over and like play games and stuff, or having stuff downstairs off stream. Mostly like furniture stuff, like just having like a media center down there with like the different consoles and stuff for people to play whenever they come over off stream, stuff like that. And just having like an area. I like the idea of having like an area that like people can come over and like just relax at the house. Even if like, no matter like what's going on, it's like people just feel welcome to, you know, just come hang
chill.
out and chill out. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, like, I like where y'all live, fuck that. Tell you, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
I mean, it's not that bad,
yeah,
but it is.
it's not that good.
It's not that good.
Yeah.
Because the problem is if we want to do, I mean, I've lived downtown. Living downtown was not great. And like, I mean, we never really, I mean, you remember whenever I first moved to Austin, I used to live downtown-ish. And, you know, we used to go out and do stuff, and like we used to do some IRL streams and stuff like that.
Yeah, sure.
But like, really at the end of the day, the reason why everybody moved north was because it was cheaper.
Yeah,
and
that's the reason.
Well, it was cheaper, and everybody realized, well, we don't really do anything in particular that's exclusive to downtown. It's more so like we're just doing stuff together, so it doesn't really matter where we are.
Yeah,
right.
just
So let's
everybody needs to be in the same place.
get a bigger living space, better stuff, cheaper, and just get closer together.
Right.
So that was the original plan. But now people kind of just, I mean, people get like stir crazy and they want to change your pace or whatever. Like I get that. That's totally fine. And also like you didn't have that. Because when you moved down here, like you moved straight into where we lived.
Yeah.
So like you didn't have that experience. Actually, to be fair, even like Miz didn't have that because Miz moved straight north.
Well, you mean living downtown?
Yeah.
Oh, and like being able to do stuff? I mean, I lived in Austin before I knew y'all for a bit, so.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wasn't like going out and collabing with people.
I guess I just meant like recently. But Miz hasn't lived downtown though. So I mean, I get like his whole thing about him also wanting to move and do all that. I don't know. I don't know if I would move. I'm not completely out on the idea of moving.
Yeah.
I would still keep the house and I would still have it. Now, if I were to move, it'd be more so like I'd have a room elsewhere with another setup and I could go do stuff and go do a stream there and just have like
then go home.
Yeah, go home
Yeah.
or like have like a normal feasible setup and then I could, you know, go do my stream where I currently live, go to a stream there, just whatever I want to do. Now that would actually be pretty nice.
Yeah.
If I had a place to sleep and stream from downtown, That'd be
It's like a house.
Yeah.
It's called. Yeah.
like a home, maybe.
A home,
That'd be
perhaps?
cool.
Yeah.
An office.
Imagine that.
An office. No, I don't know. I'd be down for that. Yeah.
I just like, so did you bring the rabbits with you?
Yeah, I got the rats in there.
Oh, wait, the rats?
We'll just call them
Should we call
rats.
it-
Oh, I was about to say.
No, I,
Okay.
I don't have rats.
No.
But I have rabbits, hamster, and a cat.
Okay. Wait,
Yeah.
Oh,
I keep
yeah.
them-
that's
we,
right,
we
hamster.
all live in one room.
Jeez.
So how many animals? Whoops.
Fuck.
How many animals total?
5.
That's not so many. Wasn't it like 12 rabbits or some shit at one point? That's not. Holy.
Yeah, good times.
Oh my God. What do you even do with 12? Like, is there anything that you can do? Like, is there anything special that you can do with 12 rabbits that you can't do with 5 rabbits?
Well,
yeah.
it's like a 40-minute conversation when people come over.
Here's this one.
Well, yeah.
Here's the
Now it's a
next one.
10-minute conversation.
Yeah. Now it's yeah, exactly. There's only 3. Yeah, there you go.
No, I used to have rabbits when I was a kid,
Yeah.
and yeah, we had rabbits outside in like a little pen,
Yeah.
and you got 2 rabbits, you got 8 rabbits, you got 20 rabbits.
Right. Yeah.
It's like,
That's just what happens.
that's just what happens.
Yeah.
So, we had rabbits for a while. We had to get rid of them because it was
Yeah.
a lot.
I only had a guinea pig. I had a hamster.
You
a
had
few
a guinea
hamsters.
pig?
Yeah, I did.
In your current house?
Yeah.
Where does it live?
Just like in my room.
Oh,
Yeah. I had it whenever I was a kid, and then I had a number of hamsters too.
Yeah.
how many
And,
A
hamsters?
few cockroaches.
How many?
Like 3, I think. I had like I had like a miniature hamster. It died in 6 days after we bought it.
Oh no.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. Like rodents in general are hard.
Well, they have a very low life expectancy.
Yeah.
I think it's about like, I don't know. I mean, what the fuck do I know, right? I mean, I think I know why, but I don't really know why.
I mean, they're small.
I think they're just
Yeah,
like,
their organs are tiny.
yeah, they're really small. Their heart beats super fast. And also there's like, rabbits have like 10 rabbits, 5 rabbits, and they do this all the time. So it's like they're respawning so fast that like it doesn't matter if some of them get killed because there's just more fucking rabbits. Well, you can't get rid of these fucking rabbits. That's the reason why.
Yeah.
It's the same with guinea pigs or gerbils or anything like that.
Yeah, all of them.
Hamsters.
Wait, are
Yeah.
rabbits rodents?
Yeah,
They are technically?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know that.
Big rodents.
Big rodents? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think that they're mammals, but I don't think mammal is exclusive to rodent because capybaras are also the largest rodents. Those are like the big the big stupid
you want to know
things.
you want to know how I know what a capybara is?
What's that?
It's from Claws and Chaos.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Because we're playing. I was doing Claws and Chaos. Like we're sitting there. Because we were supposed to go and review it and do stuff. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I should probably know what a capybara is. I went and Googled it.
Yeah,
Because
they're
I'd
real
heard of a
big.
capybara, but I didn't actually know what it was.
Yeah.
So I Googled it and I was like, it's like a chupacabra or something.
Close
we'll just go with
enough,
that.
right? I mean, like not as dangerous, but yeah,
It could be.
something like that.
And Claws is pretty strong.
Yeah. So I guess like, was it weird just like streaming GTA RP and spending more time on there than in real life?
No.
Did you ever like think that you were Cornwood or anything, or is it just like it's just okay? Here we go. We're putting on a show.
Oh, I mean, I think I'm Cornwood now.
Okay. Yeah.
Not
more
then.
so than yeah.
Yeah, but whenever I'm not doing RP now I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, now it's time. I'll pull up next to a cop and I'll be like, so.
Yeah.
I mean, it was never like any weird thing like that. Like it's just this is the way that I am with pretty much everything I do. And if you've known me, I mean, you guys know me, but let's say somebody's like watching.
Yeah.
No matter what it is that I'm doing, I pick something out and I'm like, I'm going to grind this thing, and it'll be this is my thing.
There's a term for it. It's called autistic fixation.
Yeah, maybe I have that.
Yeah.
So I don't know where I caught it from,
Right.
but I pick a thing and I'm like, this is my thing, and I need to finish this, and I need to check all the boxes, and then once it's done, or once I get to the point where I'm like, I can no longer progress anymore.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, okay, you know what? I mastered it. I did my best. One of the two.
I beat the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finished. Time next game, right? And that's how that's kind of how I felt with Corn for a long time, because the big thing was getting the sheriff's office open, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, like I still kind of like, I'll log in every now and then, and I still talk to like I still talk to all the guys, fairly regularly, and I'm like in command chats and stuff, and I help like give my input on stuff because I had gotten to the point where it's like, okay, well, I can't just like, okay, cool. I'm high command now in the sheriff's office. Time to leave. Like I didn't have Corn become sheriff.
Right.
Like I still like to help out, and I enjoy doing that because that's my personality. I'm a guild leader. I'm a raid leader. Like
you're a really good micromanager.
Yeah.
I've seen you try to run like 7 raids at the same time.
Yeah.
Try and do loot for fucking 5 different raids. Man, fuck that.
Yeah. I mean, that's just
Fuck that.
That's just how. That's just how my brain works. It's like I always just that's how I like to operate. So right now it's like
there's a study that was done where they gave a monkey a rat, and the monkey had to take care of the rat, and then they gave the monkey increasingly more rats that they had to take care of, and eventually the monkey had so many fucking rats that it made the monkey go insane.
Really?
Isn't that interesting?
Well, I've been insane.
Okay, well, then there you go. Problem solved.
He's got too many rats in his cage.
Yeah, nothing to worry about. No, I mean it's that's just kind of where I'm at. Like right now, I'm doing like NCAA.
Yeah,
and it's like I have like the big goal is like, I mean, how the sports simulators work. It's always like, okay, you play a season, you win the Super Bowl, you win the World Series, whatever it is, and you just go do it again, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of these games are now built out like RPGs,
right?
So like there's all the stats, and you go and okay, well, like we got to train them a certain way, and like I'm a big believer in. I'm very honorable when it comes to PvP. If it's PvP, like, don't do cheesy bullshit like handshakes. Like, I'm very honorable in PvP. In PvE,
have you ever used lay on hands in a duel?
Yeah, that's honorable.
Yeah, I mean, well, okay, guys. So like, yeah.
Have you ever used retail?
No, not only in Wrath. Only in Wrath, no, and also retaliation.
I think it's fine. I think. Look, if it's your class abilities, this is a separate discussion.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is this. Rep Prio, okay.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Rep Prios just do what they want. No, but what were we talking about? I lost my train of thought.
World of Warcraft, I guess.
Before a while.
Well, like, let's see.
How do we get into the lay on hands?
We're talking about Cornwood.
being honorable in combat and NCAA.
Okay. When it comes to PvP, I'm all about like the honor, handshakes, do things this way. But in PvE, if I can like break the game, 1,000%.
That's like how to play the game.
Yeah, like exploit the game. When it comes to trying to beat the computer, do everything you can to cheese the game as much as possible. Yeah. So like I've been doing like cross-training stuff where I move a guy to a different position in the off-season, train him there, and then move him back, and like weird like it's like exploity stuff. But like to me, that's like how you play RPGs. Is like you try and like min-max it to where you get like giga strong, like stronger than you should be.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, it's just stuff like that. Like I just love doing stuff like that. Like the playing with the numbers and stuff.
The metagaming and everything. Did you ever beat Elden Ring?
Normal, but not DLC. I haven't played DLC.
Okay, so you did
where'd you stop?
I just haven't played the DLC yet.
Oh, we were like getting through it still?
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't start it yet.
Well, you beat the main game.
Yeah. I beat main game. Didn't play the DLC yet. Just too many games.
Did you do Bloodbourne? Because I know Emmy, like Kai just recently did a Bloodbourne marathon. And I saw you playing Bloodbourne again too recently.
Yeah. Well, people keep coming in my chat being like, "You're copying Kai," but I started it before he even announced his thing.
So why'd you copy him? Why'd you copy him ahead of time?
Wait, why didn't you copy him?
Trying to do it before Kai?
He just invented.
He invented
Bloodbourne.
Soulslike. Yeah, he invented Bloodbourne.
He invented Elden Ring.
He made the game.
He invented it. I mean, that's always how it is. I mean, like it's people are dumb and they'll see like one streamer do something and then they just assume everybody. Yeah. It's like Bloodbourne is like a 10-year-old game. You know what's crazy though?
Yeah, it is.
You know what's crazy though is I saw Kai made like a trailer for the Bloodbourne stream. I loved it.
I actually didn't watch the trailer. I don't know why.
I just think the idea of doing a trailer for a stream is great.
It's really fucking funny.
I think it's funny. I think it's great. It's creative. But yeah, no, I have not played Bloodbourne. I want to play Bloodbourne. Everybody tells me I would love it. I played the beginning of it on a PS4, and the 30 FPS made me want to just stick my head in the meat grinder.
What do you think about it, Emmy, since you played it again recently? Like, you're playing it again?
So I do like the combat. I do like the world. FPS sucks,
She
obviously.
hates it, guys.
No point to... I mean, everyone says that, though. And
Did you play on PS4 or PS5 lately?
I'm on PS5. I feel like the camera is, like, so much worse than any other FromSoft game, but maybe it's because I just played Elden Ring that, like, I'm more spoiled or something.
How far did you get in the game?
I just beat the girl in the church who turns into the dog that heals itself.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I just beat that, so I'm not that far.
It's like Elizabeth or something like that.
Yeah, Elizabeth. And yeah, I like it, but it's just like
You haven't
quality.
seen anything for bad camera angles yet.
Dude, yeah, that's what my
anything.
child was telling me.
Yeah.
But it's literally like all the complaints are quality of life things, which is why people say like, wait for the remaster or whatever, you know?
So I played it recently on a PS5, like the intro area, just like screwing around. I downloaded it.
Old Yarnum.
And I was like, this is not nearly as bad as I remember it being. And in fact, I was like, did they upscale it somehow? It doesn't look like a 60 FPS, but it definitely is not as bad as I remember it being.
Maybe. Because people keep coming in my chat to me and being like, are you using like a 60 FPS mod? And I'm like, looks like shit to me. Like, I don't know what.
I wish I was.
But I've had a lot of people ask that, so maybe like when they played it was worse. I don't know.
I swear it was worse. Or maybe I got better at Souls games. Maybe. Because I mean, to be fair, that was like 5 years ago whenever I first tried to play it. And then somewhat recently, this was maybe like a year ago, I downloaded it and I like kind of started running through the intro. I was like, this is not nearly as frustrating as I remember it being. But yeah, Bloodbourne is the one I want to play. I mean, the thing I played a lot of Dark Souls 1 and 3.
You did a lot of Dark Souls 3.
Done a lot of 3 and a lot of 1. Even off stream. Like I would just go like, for a long time, Dark Souls was just one of those games I'd randomly like, I'm bored for 10 minutes and I just go and I kill stuff off stream.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Hey guys, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Okay, this is my 5th take doing this goddamn ad because I keep on being told what I can or cannot say. Do you like unfiltered content? Do you like me being able to be 100% at all times possible? Then check out our Patreon. There are tons of episodes that you can go check out. Me, Emmy, Asmund saying the most out-of-pocket shit that you have ever seen. I shit you not. If you watch the episode where me and Hassan and Will, we talk about like how good Yoda is at giving head for like 15 minutes. So like if you want some insane out-of-pocket shit, just check out the Patreon. We rarely ever plug the damn thing, but it's really good. It's called Steak and Eggs Overcooked, and I think you guys would really enjoy it. And I finally have the freedom to say everything that I want to say. Check out the Patreon. Appreciate you guys, and enjoy the rest of the episode.
I feel like Kai, because Kai finished Bloodbourne pretty quick. Like some people were disappointed about it. They were
He's
like,
done already?
Yeah,
Wasn't
he
it
is.
shorter?
Was it like 40 hours?
He didn't do the DLC. And it's kind of obvious. Like I don't think Kai liked Bloodbourne as much as he liked Elden Ring. And it's like, it made me think that like, if you're going to go back, it's best to play the games in order of how they were made. Because if you don't, you're going to go back.
Yeah, I wonder why he picked Bloodbourne instead of Souls 1 or Sekiro.
Yeah, that's actually super interesting.
I think people probably told them to pick Bloodbourne because Bloodbourne has such a dedicated community.
It's
the
like
people really like it a
It's
lot.
like the Undertale people.
Yeah, in a way.
Like it's like smaller game, really big fandom.
Yeah.
I feel like he should have
Private server
either
for
done
years.
Souls 1 and then just gone through everything or done Sekiro.
I can't wait to watch him play Dark Souls 2. Holy shit, that's going to be bad.
Maybe he'll skip it. I don't know.
Be smart.
I still, dude. Man, Elden Ring was so damn good. It's hard for me to say, but there's something about Dark Souls 1 that I just adore.
It's the game.
level design.
It's the game. It's the game, man. Like that's what it is. A Dark Souls 1 is a Super Nintendo game disguised as a game from 2011.
That's kind of how it felt.
It's like that's what it's the quintessential fucking video game.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Dark Souls 1 is so damn good. Now, I think Elden Ring is kind of like the ultimate version of everything that has been learned from Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, so on, all the Souls
Have you
games.
seen that Miyazaki quote that's like, Elden Ring is like almost what I had in mind?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I did. You're right.
Yeah, Elden Ring. Like, so how do you feel about creating the best game ever? He's like, well, it wasn't. I mean, we could do better, but yeah.
And I mean, he's probably right.
Yeah.
But like, it's great because I remember, in Dark Souls 1, like dual wielding wasn't really good, right? Like if you wanted a dual wield build,
Couldn't really do it.
Faith builds weren't really that great.
We're dog shit.
Yeah, even Dark Souls 3, right? Some people do like some kind of faith builds, but like casting spells and doing all that, like it's not really all that great. In Elden Ring, the way that I built my character was so unbelievably fun. I just remember more so than in Dark Souls 1 and 3, the actual process of I love to like customize and build and numbers, and I love that with every game. To me, that's like the core of what an RPG is, and I got that more in Elden Ring than any other Souls game by far. Like, I mean, I felt like I was like, I want to play Paladin. I'm going to make what my image of like a Paladin is in my head. I'm going to make that in Elden Ring. And I could do that. And, you know, I had some heals. I had some, I was like, I had like 50 points in faith. And, you know, it was cool, right? Very fun. Parry build. I would parry all the time. Which was like not really like the best way to play. I mean, I think going like two-handed and dodging things or dual wielding and dodging things is probably better. Yeah. At least in the base game. But I just like using a shield. I like parrying because it's like a cool feeling. Like it's the tactility. It's the sound.
It was the you had that like that face parry or whatever it was, right? Was that you?
I played with all three.
Yeah.
Normal parry, and then I did faith, and then I did the magic parry.
Well, what game are you guys excited for now? Like that's coming out?
Dead Rising Remaster.
Oh, they doing that?
Dead Rising, September 19th.
I will play that.
Yeah, Dead Rising Remaster.
For me, I mean, I feel like we've talked about this like 3 times. Still the Wukong gang, and then I hope 2XKO is decent. I mean, Riot's never like flopped on a game. Their only game that was like a flop was Runeterra, I guess, but I think it's just that the audience wasn't really there. Like the game is good.
Yeah, like Runeterra
I never even played that.
I actually love
Runeterra was good, but yeah, I think that like
Hearthstone.
the like Hearthstone card game community wasn't really interested in a new game. Like they all play like Magic or whatever now.
Yeah, maybe it was like too early. Maybe people weren't ready to move on to another game yet. I don't know, but I like Runeterra a lot.
I couldn't imagine playing a card game on a computer.
I couldn't either.
So ridiculous.
You didn't play Hearthstone?
I thought it was wild
too.
too.
Never played Hearthstone.
Well, you remember they used to have like you could. Like they had like Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z. I don't remember what game it was. Some trading card game. Yeah. They had it for like the Game Boy Advance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was Dragon Ball Z or something.
Maybe it was
like
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's stupid. Like why would you play a card game against a computer?
Yeah.
That's literally like what I was thinking. I was like, this is the dumbest thing in the world. Because like for me, I used to go. It's like Saturday morning. I'd go to the freaking card shop, and then everybody's doing Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z or Magic, and that's just what it was growing up. But yeah, Hearthstone and like these other games now that it's like online, it's a little bit different. So I don't know. I mean, I think that all that stuff's great. I enjoy all that stuff. I think with Emmy, to your point, it's like Riot hasn't like really flopped on a game.
None of their main titles, at least. They've done a ton of like smaller games that like no one really talks about.
The Riot Forge games that
Riot
they
Forge.
shut down because it
they
wasn't
shut
making
it
enough
down.
money. Nobody played the games. They were too expensive.
Yeah. I think 2XKO has a lot of potential for like people to play it and have fun playing it. Yeah. Content-wise, I think this is something that I've kind of struggled with lately because I love the fighting game community. I started getting involved last year going to EVO. I think the FGC is amazing. It's kind of hard to make content out of fighting games. Yeah. Because it's unlike WoW. It's unlike, you know, Madden or GTA or any of these other things because it's mono and it's like very gameplay oriented.
You can't blame somebody else.
Yeah, that's the problem. Very gameplay oriented. Yeah. So like you have to try and find a way to make content around it. But I'll tell you, I went to a local. Right. So I went to a local on Saturday and they had like 40 people in this tiny little Japanese style arcade. Yep. And they apparently do this every Saturday. They do Street Fighter, they do Tekken, and I was like, dude, this is sick. Like people are just in person going and they have a bunch of setups and they're running it and they stream the games. And I was like, this is kind of badass. And supposedly like it's this whole thing. They have locals all over the state, all over the country, and then they have like these smaller locals, and then they have majors.
The Fight Club.
Yeah, it's literally like it's like an underground fight club. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'll probably do that again sometime. But I won a game, which is cool.
Wow. Okay.
I won a game. So I won a game at EVO too, which is sick. So
I wonder if, because I'm sure that like most people will probably most people might queue solo in 2XKO anyway. Are they gonna have comms? Ooh. Because like League, they're like, we'll never add comms, but Valorant has comms. And it's really bad. But like, do you need to comm for 2XKO? Because it's like one at a time, right?
If I was Riot, I wouldn't even have chat.
Yeah,
but
because of the obvious reasons.
I don't
think you will need it for. You probably won't need it.
What they'll probably do is like if your teammates like tag me in or something, there probably will be a button to press.
There'll be like
an exclamation point, like
Yeah, like that. You
No,
can have like a
email.
few, like a lot of games have this where it's like you don't get to talk, but you can make these like stupid little emojis with like the
Yeah.
characters like crying or something like that.
Yeah.
And like that's what they should do. They shouldn't have. If you put chat in there, all you're doing is creating more work for yourself.
Yeah, I think chat's probably not going to be it for 2SK.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good
I'll
idea.
tell you what, though, chat makes League way more fun for me.
Really?
I love my League chat.
Dude,
like,
League chat is so bad. Dude,
I
it's
just say
crazy
most
because like
insane stuff.
I was playing with Chance, Vay, Whack, Nick, and
Oh, that sounds so cool
I
and fun.
didn't
I
know
would
that
love to
people like
join.
this still existed. Like both of our teams were like joking and all chat like typing to each other, and then Vay like something happened, like Nick griefed her or something.
Yeah.
And so the Nick types in all chat, you should hear her in the call right now because she was like pissed, screaming. And then some of the other team goes, "It's an e-girl." And then Nick's like,
E-girl.
"No, dude, a real woman." And then they start typing like, "Can you say ooh woo? I'm horny right now." And like all these like things. I was like, bro, I didn't know people like this still existed.
Wait a
Of course
second.
they do.
But hold on.
There's more of them now, I think.
What if he was actually what if he was trolling and then you guys got trolled? Maybe
I
he
don't
was.
think that because they were going way too long for it to be
Oh,
a
it went
joke.
on too long?
Yeah,
Oh,
it wasn't just like 2 messages. Because then
Yeah.
I would assume it was.
Yeah,
a
if it was
joke,
like
but-
2 messages, like,
but
oh,
they-
he's
they
making
were,
fun
like,
of these
going.
people. Oh, no, he's one of these people.
No, he's a
Yeah.
weirdo. No,
He's
I
actually
like one
weird. That
thing.
makes sense.
I've like had friends that were girls in WoW, and like, so I would say
they're no longer your friends.
Of course not. Yeah, they have a restraining order on me
Pain.
now. And so I would say like 1 in 5 girls has been harassed in like a video game, but I actually think it's closer to 1 in every 1 girl.
Dude,
Yeah, I think
dude,
it's 5 and 5 women.
dude, it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
5 out of 5 women get harassed in video
Yeah.
games.
No, it's bad.
It's crazy. And so yeah, no, I think it's a legitimate thing.
Yeah,
like
maybe-
and
maybe
people
we-
like the weird DMs and
think
shit
that's-
like that.
That's what you guys should do one of these days.
What?
Is have like you guys should ask a girl about how she feels about these things.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yeah.
Ask
If you,
a
guys,
real
if, you guys,
girl?
if you guys can find
Yeah.
one somewhere, that'd be great.
Yeah, it would be a really,
Yeah.
really funny thing.
That would be a crazy episode
That'd be
to
crazy.
have a girl on the podcast.
Probably not going to happen, guys. Let's be
Yeah.
honest, right? I mean, let's just be real.
Why would a girl want to come on this podcast?
Very true. With the king of the incels. I've read that on Reddit about
King
myself.
and the prince, not you, but the one that's usually there.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, can I be the jester?
Yeah, you could, that's good.
Let's go.
All right.
King incel, prince incel, jester incel.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
We got some
Incel art,
we got
let's
some
go.
comments to read from you guys
Let's go.
too. So we've got one from Lemonade Capital 234. Love these 3 favorite podcasts ever. That's really
Aw.
so. I guess you hated this fucking episode because
Yeah.
Petcom wasn't here. Yeah, sorry, bro. I guess it sucks.
No, he knew I was
too
coming.
bad.
He knew I
Oh,
was
yeah,
coming.
for sure. He's
Yeah, I
talking
told
about
him.
you.
I told him.
Yeah.
It's my alt. It's my alt.
You want to do the next one?
Jay Larry 1 says, "You guys are putting in the effort, and this channel doesn't suck. I'll watch."
Wow.
It doesn't suck.
Wow, that's great. I'll put that one on the wall. And last one, Eric Super 2258. Always nice when Asmon says thanks for watching and sounds like he actually means it in streams and podcasts. Underappreciated. I'm a great actor. What can I say? Yeah, but no, we do appreciate it. Obviously, we do. We have the Patreon as well. We're trying to do more episodes on there. Just actually filmed one today, a little bit before we did this show. And so thank you guys, everybody, for watching. Also, thank you, Esfand, for coming on. Esfand streams. He's probably live right now. He'll probably be live 15 hours from now.
Yeah. He will
I'm
for
live
sure.
right now.
Yep. Yeah.
Actually, right now, what I'm doing is
This
Friday,
is Friday around
Friday,
noon.
11 a.m.
so I am. Sorry, guys. Sorry I was late. I had a meeting. Let me get 2XKO started. 2XKO is not working. There's maybe a server issue.
Time to start
Let's do something
tinkering.
else. Maybe we'll play later this evening.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the schedule for today, whenever this episode comes out.
That's exciting. Yeah. And so you guys can follow all that with on Esfand TV over on Twitch. And I think that's pretty much just
and
about it.
That's it.
My new YouTube channels.
Oh, wow. What's
Yeah.
your new YouTube channel?
Coach Esfand.
Coach
and
Esfand.
Esfand
Esfand.
Daily. We made 2 new YouTube channels because I might
You got to
send
hedge your bets, right? One of
Yeah.
them sucks. Well, what about the other one?
Well, they're just here's the thing. If something's gonna suck,
yeah.
then why not go and make something else that also sucks? So you can have like 2 or 3 things that suck.
Yeah. So it's like misery
So-
loves company.
Yeah. So I'm
Exactly.
just
It's
trying to
like-
make
no,
them
I
happy.
had this happen like one time. I should not go on a tangent this far out. One time I went to 2 separate Jack in the Boxes and they were both out of milkshakes.
Oh, shit.
And I told myself, I'm going to keep going to places until I get a milkshake. And I went to a third Jack in the Box, and then I said, I actually want to make myself mad. I'm going to go to McDonald's.
Oh, I was going to say, thank God you didn't go to McDonald's.
I did.
No
I don't
way.
even know why I did it. Like, it was the dumbest thing I've ever done. And yeah, they didn't have it. I went to 4 different places.
That's fucked up.
And so
Did you not get it in the end?
What?
Did you not get it in the end?
I honestly don't remember.
That wasn't the point.
Yeah, that wasn't the point. Yeah, I at that point, it's beyond that. So yeah, misery loves company. That's why you can watch Esfand.
There you go.
How about that? Yeah, it's great.
There you go.
Or me. So yeah, anyway, guys, thank you all very much for watching. We do really appreciate it. And we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
Then you turn and you look at me. There's a little glimmer that I can see. The sparkle in your eyes, it makes me realize all we need is you and me. A light shines from your eyes. It brightens any cloudy day. And I find your light shine brighter when you turn and shine your light my way.
Thanks again to War Thunder for sponsoring today's episode. Before you go, don't forget to check out the game for free on PC, Xbox, or PlayStation. You can sign up using our link in the description or the pinned comment below for huge bonuses too. That means in-game goods for new and returning players who haven't played in 6 months, premium vehicles, the Eagle of Valor decorator, 100,000 silver lions, and 7 days of premium. Don't miss it.